Hi everybody, my name is Vic Simon. We're in the fall of 2018 at University of Texas at Dallas, and we are in the Spin Gallery, the student gallery here at the north side of campus. And I'm very excited to be presenting my MFA final project, an art installation that I've titled In Transformation, Transport to Transclusion. This work that I am presenting tonight is a culmination of about a year's work under the tutelage of my MFA advisor and mentor, Professor Andrew Scott, at the 3D studio of the ATEC school. ATEC is an acronym that stands for Art, Technology, and Emerging Communication. And for the last 6 years, I have been taking classes there, and this is the culmination of that quest to get my MFA degree, and I'm very excited tonight to share it with you. So In Transformation was designed and created to be an experiential art piece. It's basically a visual story that recapitulates the most profound experience of my life, and I use a 3-act story metaphor to structure the 3 elements of In Transformation, which are Rose Lotus, book cubes, and Some Mad High. Of course, Act 1 is Rose Lotus. It is my personal mandala that was inspired by a personally profound psycho-spiritual experience that I had on May 3rd, 1996. And that has been one of the motivators for the last 22 years of my life, and trying to share that and with people. And the MFA at ATEC has given me the opportunity. So Act 2 of In Transformation is what I call book cubes. It is a series of laser cut cubes that are representative of core books that have informed my quest during my MFA. And the climax of my story, Act 3, is Some Mad High. It is a projection mapped visual composition on a digitally fabricated cardboard wall relief. And the composition is set to a wonderful song that is off the Terrence Blanchard and E Collective jazz album in 2016 called Breathless. The name of the song is Samadhi, and it's actually spoken word. It was written and sung by Terrence Blanchard's son, Terrence Blanchard Jr. And Samadhi absolutely correlates with the experience that I had 22 years ago, and that's why I use it as the climax of In Transformation. This project is very personal and very special for me. I have a feeling of completion tonight. It's been a long time since I've been able to express what was the most profound experience in my life so far. I'm always open to bigger highs than that. I feel very blessed that I got that glimpse It was transformative to the way I see the world, and it was certainly the motivation and creative seed behind my MFA project. The spiritual traditions all have different modalities, and that is one of the things I represented in transformation, especially Samadhi. It has a very much of a perennialist philosophy bent. And what I mean by that, it comes from the classic Aldous Huxley book in the 40s called The Perennial Philosophy, and basically argues that all of the religions or wisdom traditions of the world are all wonderful paths to give us the answers we're searching for, and all of the spiritual paths and religions are legitimate paths to God, if you want to call that absolute reality. I like to call it the all that is, Tati. So, but I'm not a guru. I'm just sharing what I had an experience of with people who will listen, and I feel very humbled that if it resonates with somebody, wonderful. One of the things that inspired my mandala of Rose Lotus, of course, is the absolute elegant representation of non-duality from the Tao, from the Chinese traditions, and it is an elegant way of representing the union of opposites. And you'll find that paradox, that paradoxical teaching, at least I found it, in all the spiritual traditions and the religions of the world. When you dive deeply into those traditions, those worldviews, you get the same message. Love others as yourself because they are you, literally. In closing, I feel very humbled to get this accreditation of being a master of fine arts. The dirty secret is I'm more philosopher than artist, and I just have deep gratitude for all my professors at ATEC that have informed my MFA, especially my main MFA mentor, Professor Andrew Scott. I have deep gratitude for him taking on the position of trying to get me across the finish line for my MFA. And I'm just a total fanboy of him, his unbelievable portfolio, and all of the 3D Studio tribe of youngins that hang out down there and create and make and do stuff. For me, that's really my home in ATEC. And thank you, Prof. Scott.